Hello, folks. This is your friend Marshal Andy. Welcome to our YouTube program we call Marshal Andy and Friends, the Loudon Sessions. I hope you enjoy our show today, and many thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for joining us today, ladies and gentlemen, for episode number 23 of Marshal, Andy, and Friends, the Loudon Sessions. Andy, we're going to do a Eddy Arnold tribute today.
Yes, we are. As a matter of fact, we've done so many Eddy Arnold songs because you know how much I like him and you like him. I think I turned you on to him probably.
You did. Yeah.
And Eddie was my favorite with the cattle call, and we're going to do that again before too long. And a lot of things that he did that his songs were earmarked for that. When I went to his funeral at the Ryman Auditorium, they brought his remains in the front door, and it was to the cattle call. And when they finished the service and it was all over, they took him out with "Make the World Go Away."
The world go away.
Yeah. And then he was recorded singing both of those songs. Yeah, very sad. Wasn't a dry eye in that place, boy, I tell you. Yeah.
It's packed.
Yeah.
Standing room only.
Yeah. But I like Eddie. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was going to say, to change gears a little bit, folks, you know we're not in our cowboy stuff today, and I want to bring attention to this hat. 74-year-old hat, looks brand new.
Yes.
I swear I thought it was, you just bought it or something. It's from 1950 Clemson, the Orange Bowl Festival.
Yes, that's right. Clemson football, yes. That was New Year's Eve night, and we were playing the next day against Miami in the New Year's Day. But the parade was held the night before, and they took us downtown. The coach and the bus got us all down. They got us seats to watch the parade go by. We were handed out hats, and that's when they called it a festival. They wanted to call Orange Bowl Festival on this, with it written on the hat.
Yeah, that's exactly what it says. Yeah.
And then we played the next day, and we were fortunate to beat Miami 14-13 and won the game. So that was a great weekend. And,
yeah.
They let us stay down there a few days afterwards so we could celebrate. So
that's probably the only one still around. Everybody else probably lost theirs.
I'd say that, but I went back to Clemson for the matter of fact. I took Drew and Lou Ann and Catherine. Wait, Lou Ann may not have gone, but
1990.
In the 1990, and we went over to the 40th reunion. And they gave us another hat. I wear that around the house here some too. It's just got that big orange on the top.
I've seen it.
But this tells the story right here. The reason it looks so good is Drew pushed me out by the garage the other day so I could join in some sunshine. And I looked in the garage there, and there was this hat sitting up on a rack of things. And I thought, I'd forgotten all about that hat. But that was the first one we ever had from Clemson. And I went in there and rolled myself in and got that hat. And so.
Well, it's a good-looking hat for 74
That's right.
years old.
That's right, yeah. But it was put up. We moved so many times, and things were put up and packed. And somehow or other, Drew had it out where that I could see it.
Kept it covered up most of the time. Okay. Anyway, you ready to get started on our Eddy Arnold tribute?
I want to. I couldn't wait. Been waiting all week for it. So yes, sir.
All right. So Andy, this Eddy Arnold song here's a little bit different. It's a combination song of two songs, I understand. And so you were telling me a story that somebody claimed to have written part of it, and they got called out on it. And it wasn't the case.
The guy that worked at the Grand Ole Opry said he wrote, a friend of his wrote the song any time. So he said next time you go to New York, that's back before they did it in Nashville. He went to New York to record. Eddie went on and did it. So he sees the guy 2 weeks later, and the fellow said, "Well, did you record my song?" He said, "Yes, but you didn't write the song." And so he confessed then that he didn't. So he came back about 2 weeks later and had another song written to the same chord progression, same key and everything. And instead of it being any time, of course, he changed it to Just a Little of It. And that was where that came from. So I asked Eddie to put the two together and just do them together. He said, "Why don't you do it?" together. So I recorded it, and if you want to try it, we'll do it.
Oh, yeah, let's try it.
Anytime.
Okay,
And it's also just a little of a medley.
Yeah, medley. Yep. Okay. Anytime you're thinking about me, anytime at all will do. Anytime you feel downhearted, that will prove for me your love is true. Anytime will be the right time. Anytime at all will do. Anytime you say you want me back again, that's the time I'll be right home to you.
For just a little loving will go away. For to make me happy the rest of my days. Put your arms around me, I'll be yours free. Just a little loving will go away. Ever since that time began, love has ruled the world. Even Adam set the pace, started in the world. Then I met you, and now I know you're the one for me. Come on back, you will plainly see. Just a little loving will go a long way. Oh, to make me happy the rest of my days. Put your arms around me, I'll be your slave. Just a little loving will go a long way. Anytime you say you want me back again, that's the time I'll be home to you. Now this next one, I'll Hold You in My Heart, is written, they did it in the early 40s. Yes, early 40s.
To me it sounds like a little bit of a in-between from his early Hank Williams sounding days to his crossover stuff.
It might have been a little bit mixed up because Eddie always wanted to sing pop music. He knew he had the voice to do it, but the recording studios, he was having so many country hits, they didn't stop, man. He just went right straight through them. About everything he touched was a hit, certainly in the top 10. And a lot of them were number one, had a total of 36 number ones. And then from 1948 to 1950, he had 9 songs on the jukebox at the same time. It's almost impossible.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do this right now.
Yeah, I'll Hold You in My Heart.
Yes. I'll hold you in my heart till I can hold you in my arms like you've never been held before. I'll think of each day and then I'll dream the night away till you are in my arms once more. The stars up in the sky know the reason why I feel so blue when I'm away from you. I'll hold you in my heart till I can hold you in my arms and have you for my own once more.
stars up in the sky know the reason why I feel so blue when I'm away from you. I hold you in my heart till I can hold you in my arms. So darling, please wait for me. Darling, please wait for me. Now, Andy, this next song is not actually an Eddy Arnold song, but it's really close to the same style and whatnot, called Have You Ever Been Lonely? And what I know is it was recorded by Jim Reeves and Patsy Cline.
Mm-hmm.
And then they somehow brought them together and they had like a duet on there or something
After
like
they
that.
died, they came back and took the two songs, put them together, and they did a duet together on them, and it went to #1 automatically.
Yeah.
Great song, written about in the early 1930s, and I was watching my older brother with a date one Sunday on Sunday morning, and I was going to find out how you court a girl. I was 10 years younger than him, but anyway, he was over there trying to sing it to her and everything. You want to try it? It's called
Have You Ever Been Lonely?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Have you ever been lonely? Have you ever been blue? Have you ever loved someone just as I love you? Can't you see I'm sorry for this mistake I've made? Can't you see that I've changed, dear? Can't you see that I've paid? Be a little forgiving, take me back in your heart. How can I go on living now that we're apart? If you knew what I've been through, then you would know why I ask you. Have you ever been lonely? Have you ever been blue? Be a little forgiving, take me back in your heart. How can I go on living now that we're apart? If you knew what I've been through, then you would know why I ask you. Have you ever been lonely? Have you ever been blue? Have you ever been lonely? Have you ever been blue? So this next song we're going to do is called Have I Told You Lately That I Love You? When Andy first mentioned doing this song, I thought this was going to be the basis of I guess it was the 1980s Rod Stewart song. Because he did one called Have I Told You Lately That I Love You? Mm-hmm. But when I went back and listened, two totally different songs.
Well, one came out in the 30s, late 30s, and the other one was the 80s.
Yeah, and I thought maybe he used the lyrics, but no, he didn't. But anyway,
I'll tell you how that worked out. There was this comedy team at the Grand Ole Opry all through the 30s and 40s, and they were man and wife, and I just can't remember the names right now, but one got sick. I'm not sure whether it was a woman or the man, and the other one went to visit at the hospital. And just before they left, he was walking out of the door, or she was walking out of the door. I'm not sure which it was, and just before the door was closed, that person looked back at the other one, his wife, in bed, and says, "Have I told you lately that I love you?" And she said, "That would be a great title for a song." And he went home and started working on it. And when she got out of the hospital, they finished it.
Oh, they finished it together?
Yes, they did.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
good.
That's neat. Mm-hmm. That is an interesting story. All right. Have I told you lately that I love you? No.
Keep it going.
I told you lately that I love you. Could I tell you once again somehow? Have I told you with all my heart and soul how I adore you? Well, darling, I'm telling you now.
Have I told you lately when I'm sleeping? Every dream I dream is you somehow. Have I told you I'd like to share my love forever? Well, darling, I'm telling you now. This heart would break in two if you refuse me. I'm no good without you anyhow. Dear, have I told you lately that I love you? Well, darling, I'm telling you now. Have I told you lately when I'm sleeping? When the stars are shining in the sky. Have I told you why the nights are long when you're not with me? Well, darling, I'm telling you now. This heart would break in two if you refuse me. I'm no good without you anyhow. Dear, have I told you lately that I love you? Well, darling, I'm telling you now. Well, darling, I'm telling you now.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us for the episode 23 here on the Loudon Sessions with Marshall, Andy, and friends. And we should be back roughly, we don't have an exact date, but it will be roughly about 6 weeks. So please come back and join us again here in 6 weeks. We'll be letting you know. And we'll have our 24th session, about a year and a half of this, and hopefully we can keep them going every 6 weeks. So we'll see you then. Thanks.